So I figured out what's up with my motor mount. So, funny story. You have 3 bolts that hold this motor mount on. Well, then a fourth one that holds the bracket right here to the actual engine. But that doesn't really matter right now because that one's fine. But these 3 bolt holes, this one, and then that one, and then this one, where a bolt is already there, that one came off with this motor mount. And when you flip this thing over, there's this little, I don't even know what this is called, this little bracket right here. And I was like, well, what the heck's going on right there, right? So I went and I was looking under it, and I'm like, I cannot believe that I've been riding around on this thing for like more than 2 years like this. So top left, top right. So this one came out just fine. This one I had to take the flathead and push it, you know, under the bolt, push it up to force the bolt out because it was cross-threading all the way through that bolt. Through the threads. But then this is completely caved in. Let me see if I can get a better angle of it. I probably can't. Maybe like that. It's supposed to be flat up here, but it's way down there. So this, like the whole time the motor mount, every time I rev the car or if I'm accelerating really hard at the drag strip, it's always picked up the motor mount and picked it up and brought it down. Picked it up, brought it down, because this portion is completely, it hasn't been even, it looks like it's been connected from the top when you're looking at the motor mount, but on the underside, it hasn't, you can tell. It's like all junk. So I have only a couple ideas of how to fix that, and it's mostly requires welding, and I don't know how to weld that well. So I know how to stick some things together, but yeah. So you can see how like this part right here matches that hole. So I have no clue how I'm gonna fix this right off the top of my head. So yeah, so I'm gonna have to pull some strings and talk to my buddies and see if I can get this fixed. But you know, good thing it's going into the winter time where we can't drag race anyways, because that's all this car does. I mean, I'll do some, you know, I'll drive it on the street and stuff, you know, but it gives me more time to give it a little bit more love, because I've been needing to do this motor mount for a really long time. The whole time I've had this car, it's always been loose, and I was just like put it on the back burner. So but yeah, I'm gonna try to figure this out and talk to a couple of my buddies and see what we can do. So stay tuned.